had to find all these things while still studying a quite advanced repertoire in my schools. And I was studying at that time the first ballad by Chopin. The opening, the first three lines are quite polyphonic.
Yeah.
So I had to find the polyphonic texture in my mind using that material in quite a short time. So yes, in the train, I would try to imagine, and I remember it took me days or maybe weeks where I could finally imagine two bars together, all the notes, and then it was great. And then after that, it's almost like a breakthrough. I think it's some sort of neurons trying to connect in your brain. As soon as they connect, then everything just sort of wired together and fired together, and then it goes much faster. But the first steps are really, really tough and heavy and slow. So I think it just needs more time.
I think it's different to imagine an interval, the sound of an interval, and the sound of two notes.
Yeah, I can tell you what you're describing as imagining an interval is one sound. Musicians are identified as harmonic ear. And usually this tendency to hear the interval this way happens to people who don't have perfect pitch. Those who have perfect pitch, they struggle to hear the harmony because all they hear is just separate notes. I knew about that because, back in school I studied, solfege and harmony. The teacher, she was saying, because she had perfect pitch, and she said, I myself struggle to hear the harmony. She was teaching harmony. She's struggling to hear the harmony because all she hears is just separate pitches. So, by the way, this is a very hard exercise. I mean, right now I can imagine 10 notes at the same time with different dynamics even, and voicing in the middle, and it maybe in crazy harmony color. No problem. But when I started, it took me years to come up with this simple exercise. And I tried my best for I think 2 or 3 years every day to imagine the notes together, and I couldn't. And then I come up with this exercise, and it took me maybe just 1 week, and I developed it. But the idea is, you understand, you sing interval, and then in your mind you manipulate with it till it's together, imagining faster and faster and faster. I just thought it would be helpful for you when you actually imagine them together. You go with your hands. Isn't it? It's like a conductor. I think it will help. Imagine your right hand, right, is for the E, your left hand for G. So you go in your mind.
This case is
Like that.
Yeah, it really helps.
Right? It helps, no?
It helps.
And look, you start slower, and you sing together, and you imagine faster. And now I'm looking like I'm a magician.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good.
It really helps.
Yeah, and you see, if E is also higher, intuitively what I was doing, I was actually placing my right hand higher than my left hand. It should help.
Yeah, really
Right.
helps.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm getting to the two notes together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's this. I think if someone, some piano teacher sees us, it's like these guys are crazy.
I think after this lesson, you will decide to start to being a conductor. Yeah, looks very good on you. Look very
really?
composed. It's like you know what you're doing. Yeah.
That is funny.
First, if I imagine another person next to me, like another me, when I am singing both notes,
Mhm.
it really helps me. Like another me, and I see him singing. It helps me because like it's two persons. Something that I think you said about you feel like you have two voices in
Voices,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, it really helps me too.
So envisioning a picture, envisioning another person was helping you to bring out the sound in your mind.
Yeah, a lot.
Lovely.
That I put 2 glasses of water like that, and I put my finger inside, and that helped me because there are two things different. So you are feeling in this hand the water, and in this hand, and like the G is here, the C is here, and that helped me actually.
You were also basically including a tactile sensation. So not only you visualize another person, right? You were also, using these sensations of your body to feel two separate things.
Yeah.
Right. And then you're putting on separate, cellos and violins on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And then how about this movement? Also the movement of the body,
Yeah.
was it helping?
Yeah. So I was doing the movement and imagining another person. That is the most effective way until now.
Yeah, but still, I find it a very interesting idea. Yeah, to include visuals, to include tactile sensation, to include the movement of the body. It all helps to encourage the mental image of the sound.
Something that I also that helped me when I was walking in the street is like I see two persons together, walking together, and
you really got into learning fully.
Because I was like, this is very difficult, and I was trying to see things like that, and I was like, oh, these two persons, one can be the G and the other can be the D. So how they are? How can I see them together? Because I think hearing two notes together is like seeing.
Okay, I see. I mean, this is also so cool. It's so very creative. Yeah. So not only inner vision, but also external vision.
Yeah,
as well.
Like I see my sofa and my chair. So I say, oh, like they are E and they are F. So how are they?
I can predict for you. I'm not a prophet, but I can predict you're gonna be a great teacher.
I hope so.
Yeah, because you're very imaginative and you're very passionate and truthful to what you're passionate about. That's great.
Thank you.